Hi.
Women.
Like, I don't know your circle of people, but my circle of people, I'm not messing with no basic ass person.
Okay, I mean, I'm just saying, and those guys that aren't basic, hold on, those guys that aren't basic, the guys that make good money or they're actually good men, guess what? They don't like being loyal. They don't like being with one girl. So you could sit there and have that mentality of, I'm only going to shoot up here, but guess what?
But
those guys up.
Once again, these low-value women think they're even on the table for high-value men. There are two types of high-value men. The ones who run through chicks just for fun, with no intention of settling down, and those looking for a high-value wife to build a family with. Some overweight middle-aged woman with a loud mouth certainly doesn't fit either category. A man that these women consider high value is dating women 18 to 24 maximum that are soft and feminine. These chicks are delusional to think they meet these standards.
I was asking that though is because, so y'all had trouble wanting to say your number, but it doesn't matter. I thought it doesn't matter. If body count doesn't matter, then everybody should be willing to just throw it out there.
That's the reverse psychology shit.
Yeah,
bro.
like if it doesn't matter, then we should all be happily saying what our number is because it doesn't matter.
But you guys judge.
Yeah.
So it does matter.
It does matter.
To me, it doesn't matter. But I'm saying, at the end of the day, guys don't want to like settle down with someone who's been like out there. So I'm not going to tell you my body.
So then that turns into a lie because say for instance, if me and you were dating and we're about to get, we got serious, and I said, "Hey, babe, what's your body count?" And you said 13, but in your heart, it's 75. Don't you think that's a little deceitful?
Who in the fuck?
These women know the consequences of their actions, however, society allows them to bypass the consequences of their actions, whether it be abortion, the simp scoop up, or their ability to lie and manipulate low-value men. At the end of the day, women live in the land of delusion, pretending they will never have to acknowledge their own actions, creating their own miserable life.
The biggest mistake the average guy makes when he meets an attractive woman or a woman that he thinks, wow, this girl is my type, she could be somebody I would want to have a relationship with. The biggest mistake he makes is this. He tries to present himself as a potential boyfriend, okay? Very counterintuitive. When the average guy sees a woman that he's attracted to, he goes into boyfriend mode. Like, I'm going to show her that I'm this good guy. I'm this nice guy. I have a lot in common with her. We get along well. We like all the same things. I'm going to listen to her. I'm going to be very attentive to her. And what happens when you go into potential boyfriend mode is you turn into the average nice guy because you're doing what every other guy does. You're kissing her butt. You're complimenting her. You're faking that you have interest in things that you don't really have interest in. Your real personality is not coming through because you're going into this mode of, I need to show her that I would make a good boyfriend. And when that happens, you generally wind up here in the nice guy zone. Sometimes you wind up here in the friend zone, but you never actually wind up here as a boyfriend or here as a potential.
This is why you should always be yourself. You don't have to worry about pickup lines, acting right, being the nice guy, blah blah blah. Just be yourself. And if you're confident and strong enough to just be yourself, that should be your next goal rather than chasing some chick. Confidence is built off knowing yourself and what you are capable of. Build your skill sets, grow in knowledge, and once being yourself is natural, you begin to attract women rather than having to chase them.
Why don't girls like nice guys?
Oh, hell no!
Oh.
Honestly.
Wait. Don't trip. We got you.
So, girls like nice guys. I don't know what you're
Girls
talking
don't like
about.
no nice guys.
Girls like nice guys.
The guys, oh my gosh. Girls love dudes that be doing them wrong. That's what girls love.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
I don't know what kind of girls those are, but obviously they are not looking for something that's gonna last. They're looking for something fun for the moment. You feel me? They're like, you know what? I can put up with the bullshit.
Okay.
Like, why not?
Men need to understand being nice doesn't work in any field of life, whether it be business, self-growth, self-preservation, or women. A nice guy wants to compromise, make things work, not upset anyone, go with the flow, and at the end of the day, this is a fake man. He has no individualism or personality, not willing to stand up for his ideas, opinions, or hobbies. A nice man will work in a soup kitchen to virtue signal his niceness, whereas a strong man will work in a soup kitchen to help those in need. Niceness itself is one of the fakest traits a person can maintain.
Why are you single?
I'm single because every single man in Tampa is ugly. I've literally been on Hinge for 500 hours swiping left. They're ugly.
So you swipe left every time?
Yes, they're all ugly.
You don't like short guys?
No, that's all I am.
5'11", 6 foot.
Yeah.
You can tell this chick gets ran through at the club. That deep voice and aggressive personality prove she does nothing but try and compete with men on a sexual level to validate her existence. She's searching for the Chad or Tyrone on dating apps, the same type that one-night stander at the club, thinking she'll be able to find one willing to settle down with her via the app. What she doesn't realize is high-value men want to wife up a young, soft, feminine woman that doesn't have more experience than the retired Hall of Fame linebacker. Not to mention, high-value men don't use dating apps to find wives.
Sooner or later, there comes a point in a man's life when he's got to face some facts. And one fact I got to face is that whatever it is that women like, I ain't got it. I chased after enough girls in my life. I went to enough dances. I got hurt enough. I don't want to get hurt no more. I just called up a girl this afternoon. I got a real brush off, boy. I figured I was past the point of being hurt, but that hurt. Some stupid woman who I didn't even want to call up. She gave me the brush. No, Ma, I don't want to go to Stardust Ballroom because all that ever happened to me there was girls made me feel like I was a bug. I got feelings, you know. I had enough pain. No thanks, Ma.
Why is a father considered a good father if he encourages his daughter to dress modestly, but a man is considered insecure and wants his girl to dress modestly?
Oh, that's a good question. No. But I'm not her dad. I'm her man.
She calls you daddy, though?
That's insecurity, bro.
A father will always teach their daughter to be like respectful of themselves, their body, or everything like that. And obviously a man has to be able to understand the woman and the way they dress and whatever, but also respect them and let them be their own person.
Yeah. No one really had an answer, and the woman just rambled on about something that had nothing to do with the question. If a woman gets upset or angry because her boyfriend asks her to dress more moderately, she doesn't respect him, and she is still window shopping for a new man. It's that simple. There's always a bit of truth in every joke. Women do things like this all the time, using their body to get what they want. Nothing new under the sun.
I'm sorry, but dick don't make me crazy. What make me crazy is when you promise that we're gonna be something, and when you try to sell a bitch a dream, and when I buy it and try to cash out on that ass, now you wanna change your motherfucking mind, nigga.
A man might promise these things, but perhaps you were still in the honeymoon phase and pretending to be nice and feminine. Once he realized you had a few screws loose, loud, aggressive, etc., he might have just changed his mind. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, minor. Don't even say anything. Just keep walking, please. We're good.
Oh, was you gonna say shit?
It looked like you were gonna say.
Many of these types of women are extremely narcissistic. The world revolves around them, and they are the most important person in the city. Man's just trying to walk down the sidewalk when he gets catcalled by a bunch of drunk slobs.
How many times you've gotten to a club into VIP for free when some ugly chicks had to pay full price?
Is that my fault?
No. I've asked how many times it happened before you go down that path.
I mean, plenty of times in Miami.
Exactly, but that's not fair, is it?
Well, please don't forget I'm not from here.
But that's not the point, ma'am. That's not fair, is it?
I also don't care about those things.
But so you only care about fairness when it doesn't benefit you.
I just don't go to clubs that often.
But that's not the point. I asked you, how many times you've gone to a club where you got in for free where ugly chicks or less attractive chicks had to pay? And you know that's happened. You didn't say, excuse me, sir. Even though I'm attractive, I demand that you charge me full price. That's fair, right?
Life isn't fair.
Well, if that's the case, you accept it in the sexual marketplace too.
It doesn't mean I have to accept other people's bullshit.
No. Well, see, the thing is, ma'am, what you've proven, like many feminists and many women, you're okay with the double standards that benefit you. But the ones you don't like, you just throw at the wind.
Women like to pick and choose what benefits them without ever having to take responsibility for their actions. When confronted with it, they'll simply play victim, change the subject, or get angry.